itself here, and it's already another summary because we're already done with the chapters 11 to 15. So, just a quick summary. The first part of the summary is Muldoon's plan, which was part 3, chapter 11, and it was wherein we talked about the voice log 231 that Shiloh was implying in that video. Muldoon's homeland that turned to a desert wasteland, just like Sorrente. The forest Relo, then the gemstone, which can be used to rule over medieval people, and it's not even an artifact, so you can bring it back to Ontario, so which is where the Shiloh and Bros headquarters are. So because of that, they can that actually supplies the power for the system for many years. So that means they can keep their power running. The next part is part 3, chapter 12, episode 1, the Alpha Cycle and the Great War, wherein we talked about the old lore of like Elijah and Shiloh about the custodians is wrong. Wherein like Elijah thought it was the custodians, but it wasn't, and because of the scientist, and turns out it was someone else. But who could it be? I just think it's another main villain, and they just made the captured alpha free to create the water zombies as a distraction. I'm implying to like a comment from one of my friends YouTube content. So the next part, which is also the same thing, which is chapter 11, but it's chapter 12, but it's episode 2, wherein we talk about Darius, which is their old friend, which in most of our surprises was that he fixed the broken machine in like the headquarters, and he said, your mom came to us in one of our travels as we were hopping, and gave the rest of the information as a thank you, and he said that she didn't like him back. So probably it's him who is an actual villain also, but I don't really think so because the risk is pretty low, and he also shared a pretty well connection with the actual custodians. The custodians, if we remembered correctly, the custodians are the ones who were actually protecting their own home Relo for thousands of years against the zombie virus. And they were the ones who gave the information the scientists needed for their research. So that means the custodians aren't actually the ones behind them. So who is? I'm still trying to figure out who is actually behind these, but I just kind of think it's not any of the actual characters now. But I do think the villains, they kind of have a secret base. The custodians all of these Shiloh and Bros villains from different Relos, they have what if they had a secret base wherein they commonly talk to each other and think about how they can actually defeat the Shiloh and Bros team, because they're always losing to them because of Shiloh and the others. And imagine this happens. The next episode or video coming from Shiloh and Bros, which will be released on August 9th, because it's a 3-week distance from their videos, of course, and from their video making. It's a 3-week distance, so it's the 9th of August, which is their next release. Probably, what if Shiloh became an alpha again, because the cure from If Water Fights Had Zombies didn't actually cure her completely. It just kind of stunned the virus that's inside of her, and then what if it controlled her, and then she managed to defeat the whole team, and then she conquered entire Raylos. That's gonna be a real shocker, and it's gonna be something much more different than we have now. The chapter 13 that was called as Mom's the backstory of Mom, wherein Elijah talked about some sort of hidden backstory about the headquarters and their past. And like Judah wanted to see the Carrello, so she opened up the arches and 100 cats came flooding in. Also, she was allergic to cats. And also, that was the time we're in the artifact room, which is basically this room. You guys probably just think that the artifact room was moved somewhere else because of their perspective of the camera, but it's not. It's just in the same place. It was open because Elijah finally changed his mind, so he's gonna help Shiloh and Daniel in finding their mom. But what if Daniel didn't know? I just think he already knows because Shiloh can contact him because of the one from the Lego Fortnite, which is a communication device. So they can talk if they're in different Raylos, or Shiloh's in Ontario and Daniel is in another Raylo. The next one was episode 1, and it's chapter 14, which is about Froberg, which is about the secret of the secret of the Sky Plague, because it's called like that because it's not actually the Sky Plague. Someone from the Shiloh and Bros universe, it's either one from the Shiloh and Bros team or a new villain that will come in their video on August 9th, which is actually like claiming, which is kind of like claiming a lot of artifacts, or probably able to like turn into Baron, or probably has some sort of war machinery that makes beautiful Raylos turn into barren wasteland, and to actually be a very quick matter. So I just think it's either a villain or one from the Shiloh and Bros members. I just think it's kind of like Shiloh, or it's either someone else because of like the hooded figure stuff. But either way, that's the end of the summary. And take this small gift as a thank you.